Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Filipina Ventures. Today I want to talk about throwaway ticket. And the reason I'm saying this, I've had so many questions on a throwaway ticket or ongoing ticket, they call it. So today I thought I'd answer a few questions about what they call a throwaway ticket and an ongoing ticket. I had many questions asked me this last few days. So what it is let me just explain this. When you come to the Philippines, you get what they call a 29 day visa. It's called a tourist visa. So when you come in, they automatically give that to almost everybody in the world. There's some countries they get longer, some countries like UK, Australia, United States, France, Italy all get the 29 day visa. And when you come in, they automatically give that to you. Well, when you're in your country and you purchase a ticket, some airlines may say if you're staying longer than the 28 or 29 days, they will ask you this: do you have a flight out? Are you leaving the Philippines? And so you will say, well, yeah, I got a round-trip ticket, as you have it in your hand. Some will say you have a one-way ticket in, where's your ticket out? Well, a lot of times the reason why these airlines ask you these questions is because they have a reason. And make sure that when you're coming to the Philippines, when you book if you're coming to the Philippines to stay full time, if you're planning on staying here full time, you usually just get a one-way ticket, right? Well, they're going to want to see a ticket out of here. And the reason why they want to see a ticket out of here is because the airlines is responsible for you once you get on that airplane. If you were denied entry into the Philippines, they are responsible getting you back out of the Philippines. So whatever particular airlines that you're flying, they are responsible for you. So what you have to do is you have to get a ticket back out or an ongoing ticket to somewhere else once you arrive here the 30, 60 days later, right? Because what you're going to do is, it's usually within the 30 days. They want to see that you're leaving within the 30 days or right after or close to it. You can get an extension. Now, there are ways that you can do this. Some airlines will actually ask you for your ongoing or throwaway ticket. Some will not ask you at all. But if you have a round-trip ticket, they won't really care. Because they know that you're going there and you're going to stay within the 29 days or 30 days. And then they're fine. They don't care because they know you're coming back to wherever country you're going from or you're going to somewhere else. They just want to see you. The airlines is really the ones that want to see you because they are the ones responsible for your safekeeping, as they are to say. So if you're coming to the Philippines, the smartest thing to do, and I have found this, there are some tickets. It's hard to find the tickets, but you have to search like everything else you do in life. So go on Skyscanner, last minute tickets, cheaptickets.com. There's Cheapo Air. There's many places you can get. So if you're coming to the Philippines, you plan on living here, just go ahead and book your ticket and then look for a ticket from Manila or from Cebu or from Clark. There's some good flights going from Clark like to Kuala Lumpur. That's where I got my tickets, from Manila to Kuala Lumpur for $35. So when I flew in here one way, it was the airline requested. Philippines don't even ask for the ticket. They didn't even ask. They just go take your passport. They already know. So when you're coming into the Philippines, they would say you have your nobody's ever said, but the airlines are saying they want their ticket. Where is your ticket flying back out of the Philippines? Well, I'm planning on living there. Well, you need a ticket. Well, believe it or not, when I first got the one-way ticket, I was told that some airlines will let you get through, some airlines won't. Well, believe it or not, I got through the first checkpoint, no worries. She said, yeah, okay, you don't need it. You're going one way. Okay, fine. So went to the second checkpoint and the third, and I'm boarding the airplane. The lady says, you cannot board this airplane till you have a throwaway ticket or an ongoing ticket to some other place. I go, well, they told me at the front counter I didn't have to have it. Oh, you got to have it. Well, I was told, no, we're required, so you need to get a ticket or you cannot board this plane. So I got a ticket really quick, and in like 20 minutes, we're all on the phone, 15 minutes, we're holding the plane up so I could get a ticket to Kuala Lumpur for $35 out of Manila 3 weeks later. What it was, 3 weeks or something like that. So, and it cost me $35. That is the best thing to do. I understand you can go from Manila to Hong Kong for $35. I looked at that last year. There's many, you have to just check. So when you're coming to the Philippines, one thing that you want to really be aware of, you get your visa for the first 30 days. Thereafter, your tourist visa, if you don't already have a visa. You can also check in USA at the embassy. They can go ahead and give you your visa there. If you're leaving the country and already have your tickets booked, just go show them that you have my tickets booked, coming to the Philippines, whatever, and I'm coming and I need to get a visa because I'm coming here these dates, and they will help you with that. If you're applying for another type visa, there's another one called 9A. You can actually get that. It's a tourist visa for 6 months or a year. You can actually do that. But I understand the airport, once you arrive, you'll get your stamp, and then it's not necessarily the Philippines asking you where is your throwaway ticket or your ongoing ticket. It's actually the airline saying we are responsible for you. So if you're not accepted in that country, we got to take you back to the country you're from. It's going to cost us money. So I wanted to get all that clear because that's very important. A lot of people have asked me about that. So if you're coming here to live full time, go ahead and get your one-way ticket. Just get another ticket, a short flight out, 2 or 3 weeks later, that you're going to Kuala Lumpur or Hong Kong or Thailand or Bangkok or whatever. Just find you a cheap ticket. Because the airlines will require you to do that. Because so many people, I did not know this, so many people are denied entry into the countries. So when they're denied entry, the airlines are actually really fed up with it, and that's the reason they started this ongoing ticket. They started making everybody do the ongoing throwaway ticket years ago because some people, or quite a few people, were denied entry into particular countries throughout the world. So the airline says, okay, this is going to be a new policy from now on because we're responsible for them. And that is the reason why all this has happened. And that's something that when you come to any country, like you go to Japan, it's 90-day visa. I think in Vietnam, I think it's 90 days in Vietnam. Don't quote me, but I think it is. But I want to tell you, when you book your ticket coming here, your one-way ticket, if you're going to live here full time, just book you a small ticket back out of here, and then go ahead and do your visas. Then, if you're coming here anyway and already have a ticket out, you don't need to worry about anything anyway because you already have your ticket out. So it's something that you don't need to worry about. But I wanted to make this very clear. So many people have asked me about this ongoing ticket, the ticket that you have to throw away ticket. What is the process? The reason why, within the 29 days, you're going to go back and get your visa stamp again. It's going to approximately cost you this time $1 a day. It's going to cost you approximately. After 6 months, you're doing your tourist visa. They're going to give you what they call an ACR card. And the ACR card is basically good for 1 year. It's going to cost you about $50, plus the $60 that you have to pay for that. And then sometimes there's other fees like fast lane fees, things like that. Each BI office is a little different on their cost factor. You'll have to adjust that accordingly depending on where you live or where you're going to live here in the Philippines. But I want to do this throwaway ticket thing and kind of get this out there and open. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in comments. As everybody knows, I'll answer all the questions that you have. And feel free to ask anything. And thank you very much for watching our videos. Please subscribe and hit like.